Hey guys, today we're going to look into some more math related C++ things. So right now I kind of have a template of what we're going to do. We're going to set up some variables. We're going to grab two numbers that are inputted from the user, and then we're going to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division with those numbers, and we're going to output all of that. And we'll get rid of the logic for now. We'll just make this a static program based off of two numbers. So first thing we need is our first number. Let's call this number 1. And let's make the second one a double. Actually, let's just leave it as an int for now. We'll explain a little bit more on doubles in the next video. So we have these declared. We want to grab the input that we learned about in our last video. So we're going to cin number 1. And we're going to cin okay. We have those, but we want to do a little bit more. We want to make this a little more interesting. So we're going to see input enter. Do that. We'll see out. We'll do an end line to break it up a little bit better. And so we have both of those. We should have our input, and now we want to just do some basic addition and subtraction to output it. So the way you can do addition is, and let's just have let's make an output integer just so we can play with that. So for addition, we're going to do number or output equals number 1 plus number 2. And it's that easy. C++ follows most of the basic order of operations. So if we had parentheses first and we had a number 3 here, it'd follow it that way. So keep that in mind. And then our next one is going to be output equals. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of copy and paste all of these. Can move a little quicker. So we have subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the one thing to note in division is if we're saving to an integer, if we do number 1 and say number 1 is, so let's just say it's going to be 3 divided by 2. An integer can't have a decimal spot. So what it's going to do is pretty much just chop off the decimal. So if we have 3 divided by 2, it should just equal 1 in our output. So we'll verify that in running, but now we need to output these things. So I'm going to just do a double end line here just to make sure that we're good to go. So let's make this fancy. Let's do number 1 plus number 2 and equals output. Perfect. So yes, we are over here. I guess to follow my own standard, we'll keep up with it and follow it. So now we want to just pretty much copy paste all of these and do a little bit of adjustment. That looks good. So now we want subtraction here, and it can be negative, so that's okay. Multiplication here, and division. Keep in mind this will be kind of a rounded down if it's not a whole number. And we should be good here, so let's add our turn. We got all our semicolons that look good. Let's space this out just here to read. Hi. So I think we got a solid program here. Let's run it. All the same. Gonna compile main.exe, which is our executable, and our file that we want to compile. Looks happy. So let's run this. Input an integer. So we're going to do our example where it's 3 divided by 2. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 3 times 2 equals 6. And 3 divided by 2 equals 1, because it's just going to remove whatever is after in the decimal place. So we need to keep that in mind. So let's run it one more time. Let's do 10 and 3. 13, 7, 30, and again, 3.33333. It just gets rid of the decimal. So that's how we do some basic math in our programs. And in the next video, we'll look at how to store some of these a little bit better in maybe an array. Wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be